Autism and comfort. So, the reason why I'm documenting, it's going to get lesser and lesser, but once I become like earning six figures and all that, I'm going to go right down. But the reason why I'm doing this is because whenever we ever heard of like, I didn't know the terms autism and all this type of stuff growing up. I just knew who they were. And it turns out, that all these people that knew who they were and characters being misrepresented or stereotypical characters, I knew who they were, but I didn't have any labels. Well, it was always like, in real life, the high majority were just getting by, surviving, and again, it fluctuates between 75%, 85% unemployment rate. So, autism and comfort. This would be actually very comforting for a lot of people with autism. Well, it would have been for me. Like, yeah, of course, I would love to travel the world and be, travel the world with music and being famous and stuff like that. But you know what? Sometimes, a lot of times, relationships and can't trust people, or because there's also those who are neurodivergent that their way of dealing with the trauma is dishing it off to other people. So you've got to watch out for those ones. But at the same time, it's there are a lot of prejudices in this world too. So you gotta, sometimes just putting your best foot forward and having a lot of talent, a lot of hard work is just not enough, because you've got to be popular as well. Well, here's the thing. Getting to the point where you earn more than double the amount of your average person, and you see someone that's the end goal, and they can watch through this. Well, there'll be people who's unemployed who are like 18, 19, 20 years old, mid-20s, or people who are in this, who are just starting their employment. Then that's not the case, because of they're not hardworking and they're not talented, or haven't put the hard work and the talent to play. These people can see my story and find comfort in it and know that it's realistic goals. It's realistic goals that they can achieve if they put their full effort in, because it doesn't rely upon being popular or, yeah, you got to have the employers and stuff to open the doors for you, but there's all these careers and stuff that you can make a whole ton of money, but you're behind the scenes, so you don't have to worry about being popular. You just need to worry about getting the job done and being sociable enough with your employees and your co-workers. So it'll actually be very comforting, because it's realistic. It's it's reality. Because what we had was all these mega stars that didn't change the fact of all the high unemployment rates and high suicide rates and all this type of stuff. Because most autistic people who commit suicide are the most number is 39 years old, and those who don't, they end up living till their 50s, but because of their coping mechanisms and the stresses and how they've dealt with all the prejudices and everything in this world, as well as how they've dealt with having to deal with other neurodivergent people who deal with their trauma by dishing it out on them rather than getting the healing needed, which takes a long time. They end up dying in their 50s because of coping mechanisms and all that type of stuff. And to see someone who's free from all those coping mechanisms, as well as, I delve into it every here and there, like I can't wait because in what's today? Tuesday. 11 days time I'm able to have a drink. So yeah, I'm gonna get me a couple of bottles of the same type of alcohol that was my favourite, but it was like a special occasion thing, but like brands that I haven't tasted before. So it's a bit adventurous because it's a bit adventurous because I haven't tasted those flavours before, but I know I'm gonna like it because it's the same style. And one of them is actually a brand that I like, but it's just the one I haven't had before. So I know I'm gonna like it, but it's gonna be a bit different. And I can't wait also because I'm gonna get some junk food on that day too. Yeah. Turns out the Hurricanes game I'm going to is on the 1st of June, not the 2nd. So I'll have to, once it hits midnight, then have some drinks and then get some junk food that day. And then go to the Hurricanes game that night. Hang on. Am I working the night before? Yeah. If I'm working the night before, it'll be a Friday. So I'll just have to check my hours. Yeah, but I think I'll finish at 8 p.m. But if that's the case, awesome. Alright, guys. And then knowing that I'll be able to maintain that, so it's consistency rather than this unpredictability of being sabotaged by people you can't trust, or, because when you're doing things that don't rely upon being popular with other people, it's just about being the job, so long as you get the job done and so long as you're polite to your employers, you'll be fine. And yeah, go for starting businesses and stuff like that, but then also you need people to purchase your products. You need alliances with other people to help promote your products, to do all this stuff. So yeah, it's comforting having because it was always like that growing up, and I was like, look at these mega stars, but then you have a look at the reality of the community as a whole and my life and all this, and yeah, those mega stars had abilities that I had, but obviously they had their connections and they obviously had upper hands in regards to they knew how to market themselves, and they had other people telling them how to market themselves. So it's always good to have realistic goals that's going to get you a really good life. Maintaining this level of independence and then working up to getting double the amount of the average person. And then once I get to that point, because of the whole comfort thing I just said, I'm going to end it. I'm just going to post like a highlight reel. But I planned that from the beginning. Well, I planned to be a lot more famous, but oh well. Guess that proves my point. See you all.